Wave him up. Get him in.
This is Brian Gosselin, screen name Bay Jones.
Hey, come on in. The door's open.
He's here to meet a girl who said online she was 15. He lied to her about his age, claiming to be 24. He's really 32. And based on what he had to say online, want to blank my brains out, it's not hard to guess why he's here.
I got some wine coolers.
Wine coolers are just fine.
You weren't kidding when you said a big house.
I know, the house is beautiful. I love my house.
Yeah. Are you the only child?
Yeah. Oh, did you bring protection?
Yeah.
Perfect.
The only bad news about that is you're probably not going to need that type of protection tonight.
See, I knew this was going to be a setup.
You did?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Just because of the way she was talking online.
Brian, what's your last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name.
And that's about all he's willing to say.
All right, I'll just leave, I guess.
No, I'm not finished asking questions yet. Sir?
I'm not wanted here.
7:30's here.
But most men who...
You talk about her having a hard time enjoying sex because she's a virgin, and that it might hurt.
Can I please go to bed?
You can go if you'd like to, but I think I need to tell you something first. And that's I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids online for sex. Now, if there's anything else you want to say, we'd like to hear it. If not, you can obviously walk out the door you came in.
We call for an EMT who comes in and examines him. It turns out to be nothing serious.
Yeah, he's clammy. He's definitely... Come on, let's get up to your feet. Just your head. All right?
He's escorted out of the house and is later arrested. Lieutenant Neville says he recovered pretty quickly.
Brought him back to the police department, had a medic at the police department that monitored his blood pressure and heart rate and pulse, and pretty much was cleared to go back to the jail.
Later, he goes before a judge and his bail is set.
Your bail is set at $50,000 with no 10% eligibility.
As
And while we've seen some surprising things, you know, who's going to walk into a stranger's house naked? Well, could you explain yourself?
I'm sorry.
You're going to tell me you've never done this before?
No, sir.
So you just woke up this morning and said, I'm going to get involved in an internet conversation with a 14-year-old boy. I'm going to go to his house, strip naked, and walk in with a 12-pack of beer. This was just something you thunk up today.
No, sir. I'm going to talk to him about it.
he's so humiliated after being caught literally with his pants down that he'd never try it again. Yet we find him right back online, in a chat room, the very next day. Our decoy asks if he wants to meet at McDonald's.
What do you suppose the odds are that a guy like that would agree to another meeting?
I would have said 0 last night after watching what happened.
Well, Special Guy 29 defies the odds and agrees to meet. But first, he confirms the meeting is not about food. Sure enough, here he comes headed towards the McDonald's.
I have been in television for 24 years.
I just came to get something to eat.
And I have very seldom been at a loss for words.
Sir, I just came to get something to eat.
But I don't even know what to ask you first.
I just came to get something to eat.
He later changes his story.
I think I'm in trouble.
You're not sure you think you're in trouble?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Richard.
I'm sorry?
Richard. Richard.
Richard?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Are you the FBI or cops?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but you should probably the truth.
Okay.
Richard Brialt.
I'm sorry? Huh?
I had a bad feeling.
You had a bad feeling.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have done.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, hold on a second. I gotta change my shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
It's full day.
So how can I help you?
You don't want to touch anybody.
Go ahead, have a seat. I suggest you sit down. And take your hands out of your pockets, please. What are you doing here?
Not something good.
Why don't you tell me what your plan was?
We'll see.
I want to know a little bit more about why you were here first. Okay, you're only 13. Yep, 13. For a 13-year-old, you handle yourself pretty well. Yes, you are very cute, and when boys are that cute, they usually like sucking their moms. I like sucking and being sucked. I like to kiss. And you sent pornographic pictures through the mail. Do you have anything to say for yourself?